Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I appreciate everyone being here this evening. And if not, if you're watching it on replay, then I'm glad that you were able to hop on and watch. Once you hop on, just say hello. Tell me where you're viewing from. I'd like to know where everyone's from. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Chalk Couture specializes in silkscreen reusable transfers. So I'm going to be using this one. It is a size C transfer. It's a 12 by 18 transfer. And they are, again, reusable. If you take care of them, you can get as many as 8 to 12 uses out of them, depending on your care and attention to how you are putting them away. We're going to be working on, I have some of these 15 by 23 banners in my stash. And the nice thing about these banners is they have these magnetic bars that go on the top, and then another one goes on the bottom, and they are refillable. So I can chalk or ink on this banner, and then I can get a refill pack that comes with two 15 by 20 refills. And I can, like, if I chalk a Christmas design on here, I can get the refill pack and put this one away after Christmas, and then chalk or ink designs for other seasons or holidays or just general everyday decor. So I'm going to put these to the side for right now because we don't need them. And I do have my banner on, I have my banner on an ink on a mat. It does have a sticky side, and it will keep my banner from shifting while I'm inking and chalking. And I say ink and chalk because you can use chalk or ink on these banners. The ink will bleed through, but the ink, once you heat set it, allows it to be washable. So it's your preference, whichever one you want to work with. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough room. I think I do. So I'm just going to make sure this is all good and stuck down. And then I'm going to be actually using ink tonight. So I'm going to use Black Velvet, and I'm going to use Storm. And then I'm going to use, again, this transfer. And I don't know if you can see in the camera these white lines. Those are where I can cut this transfer apart. So I just usually take my transfer trimmers. Any pair of scissors will do. These work great because they have a non-stick surface, so they'll glide right through your transfer without sticking. So I'm just going to run the edge of my transfer trimmers right down that white line, and it just cuts it apart. So anywhere there's little white lines, I'll do that. And I like to do that so I don't have all sorts of little pieces to put away, or I don't have to figure out which part of the which backer goes with what piece. So I'm just going to keep cutting these along those white lines. Again, if you're just hopping on, my name is Robin with Robin's Egg Blue Creations and an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Say hi in the comments so I know who's on. And if you would tell me where you're watching from, that would be great. And if you do end up watching the replay, just mark #replay. And also, tell me what the weather's like where you're watching. It's currently 97 degrees here in the middle of Kansas. It was like 104, 105 today. It's supposed to be 106 tomorrow. So that's typical for a Kansas summer, but not usually this early. So it's not fun. So if you're living in 70s and 80s, let me know that so I can live vicariously through you. And I did mention earlier that this one is, these transfers are reusable. So I'm just going to write the back or the name of the transfer on the back, so I know that this backer sheet goes with this transfer, and again, and what orientation to put it back on. So I think I'm gonna, and I need to make sure I leave a space for my hanger up there. I think we'll start with this one. Normally, when you get a new transfer, you'll want to fuzz it if you're working on a non-porous surface like a chalkboard or glass or metal. But because this is fabric and I've never used this transfer before. Wow, hello Sharon, you're from Delaware. It's hot, but you say there's always a breeze. So by hot, what do you mean? 80s, 90s? And how far are you from the shore? That would be so nice right now. Let's see, I think. Oops. Is that even? I can't tell. I'm kind of an eyeballer. It gets me into trouble. You're 12 miles from the shore. Oh, I'm so jealous. Okay, so I'm just making sure this is stuck down. It's actually not, even though I haven't ever used this transfer before, it's not very sticky, which happens from time to time. So I'm just going to have to be really careful when I chalk it. Okay, I think that's stuck down enough. I'm going to stick this over the rest of my canvas because I'm notorious for dropping stuff. It's 80s to 90s. What kind of humidity do you have there, Sharon? That's what it's usually 105 and 106, and it's usually like, I don't know, 50, 60, 80% humidity. I'm just grabbing one of my larger angled squeegees. Okay, so I'm just going to use my black velvet ink. There it is. And I'm just going to stick a little bit on. With ink, I don't usually have to press as hard. And I only want to go one direction if I can. That way I'm not apt to bleed through my transfer as much. And I'm going to have to be careful because, like I said earlier, this transfer is not very sticky. And it's probably going to bleed. This may be a disaster. Do you know what? If it's a disaster, I can just dye it black. That is one of the cool things about these the canvas banners, is that they can, and the pillow covers, they can all be dyed with like a RIP dye. So I'm just using my squeegee and moving the ink along. So Sharon, how often do you get down to the beach? Do you get to go every day? This transfer is not sticking. because this transfer is not very sticky, I'm kind of having to go use a little lighter touch than normal so I don't pull at the transfer. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands because I got ink all over. Kind of clean as I go so I don't get it all over me. Okay, so I'm going to have to smooth this stuff down a little bit down here because it's lifted. Make sure there's... Okay, I'm going to use a multi-tool on this part. So you're kind of in a tourist area, huh? So what are your winters like by the shore? Keep using this. Ah, I gotcha. Well, that makes it handy since that's when all the tourists leave. You can go down in the early fall. Sorry if you can't see. I'm having to hold this transfer down. This one just isn't very sticky for some reason. It happens from time to time, but and if that does happen, you can just contact customer service. I got it a while ago, and actually this is the first time I've even opened it, which is my fault. So let's see what. Normally it's a little easier than this. We'll see what happens when I pull it off. Like I said, if it's a disaster, I can just bleach it. Okay, so I'm checking my fingers because when I pull this off, I don't want to put any, like I got a little ink spot there. A few little bumps and bad spots along the way, but it's not terrible. Okay. I'm going to blow dry this a little bit. So Chalk Couture has been around for almost 4 years. They'll celebrate their 4th birthday on July 1st. And actually, yesterday was my 3-year Chalk anniversary. So I signed up June 15th of 2018. It's such a fun product. I love being able to create unique, one-of-a-kind home decor pieces. I do also use cutting machines and work with vinyl. So I've made vinyl stencils and vinyl decals, but sometimes just pulling out a chalk transfer is easier. You don't have to do any weeding. You don't have to lose the dots to the eyes or the punctuation in your stencil. It's just a lot easier. So next I'm going to use these. Did I forget to cut them? I forgot to cut my fork. I know I did. So I think I'm going to put the fork on next. put that out of my way for just a little bit. I think I'm going to put one this way. Let me see if that's going to leave enough room. I think so. Actually, I think I might drop it down just a tad. Thanks, Sharon. I've had this transfer for a while, but I haven't ever used it. I've been wanting to. And I'm messy. Sharon, are you a designer, a customer, Club Couture member? I think I'm going to use this squeegee. So now I'm just going to use Storm. And so again, you just put a little bit on your squeegee, and it's just like buttering toast. And I'm gonna go up and down as best as I can. I'm gonna have to hold my. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go. As long as you go one direction, you're okay. And I'm gonna go side to side just because that's the way the design goes. And I think I'll pull less. Oh, good, you're a club member. So what's the favorite thing you like about being a club member? And for those of you that aren't club members, Club Couture is a monthly subscription where you receive an exclusive size B 8.5 by 11 transfer. And the only way to get that transfer is to either be a Club Couture member or be a designer. And then Club Couture members also get 3 coordinating paste singles to go with that transfer. And they get that every month for $19.99 and free shipping. And that's a minimum of 3 months to sign up. And then there's also monthly promotions for Club Couture members. There's our fork. So it pays to be a Club Couture member. And if you ever want more information, you can just put club down in the comments and I can message you a link to my Club Couture page. Hey Ashley, how are you doing? Did you survive your weekend at the lake? Did you have any baseball games this evening, Ashley? I'm kind of glad Dane wasn't a baseball player. I'm not for sure I could have sat out on the bleachers in the heat. He was a bowler, so we at least got to stay where it was air conditioned. So there's that. While you were watching volleyball. Does your daughter play volleyball? Not very dry, but we'll keep going. Okay, so I think I don't want to stick my transfer in my wet ink. So then I think we'll do this one next. I think. Just trying to think I have. Let's get my spoon and we'll see. Her sister's, oh, she's in volleyball camp. Okay, I'm just gonna carefully move this if I can without making a gigantic mess. Just try to get the spacing so I don't end up with a big blob at the bottom or a big empty space. Okay, put my. And if you checked out the shopping cart link, I do have the, is it the 22 by 28 banners? They no longer sell the actual 15 by 23 banners. They do have the refill kits, but if you want the magnetic wooden bars, you'll have to go to the larger size, which I have those linked in the shopping cart. I just have a ton of these 15 by 23 banners in my stash that I haven't used. Okay, so I think that'll work. So I'm gonna put the spoon down. Yeah, that Lemon Grove transfer was one of my favorites too. It was, I have to admit, I hadn't done a lot of chalking until I started going live. And like this last year, I have hardly used any of my club transfers, but I'm making a point to go live more and to do more projects. Okay, I'll use my black again. My black is kind of thin. I'm going to stick this, well, no, not. Just use, that's got black all over it. Well, just in case I spill, because this black is kind of runny and I don't want to spill on my canvas. I would be angry. So have you, I was going to say, Ashley's gotten a sneak peek of we both have gotten a sneak peek of July's Club Couture transfer. And since Sharon is a Club Couture member, she'll get to see it here in a little bit, but it's really cute. And it's in kind of the same fruit theme. Okay, so I'm going to take my black paste again. Does that look? And I'm going to have to hold this down again because my transfer is not very sticky. And this is the old styled angled squeegee. It's actually my favorite. I like it because it's really stiff and it doesn't give like the other ones do. But the new angled squeegee is really cool as well. I'm making a mess. So I think yeah, I'm excited to get that July transfer. I quickly put in an order on, was it yesterday? So that I can make sure it got here fast. I want to get it. It's really cute. This usually doesn't take this long, but with my transfer not sticking very well, I just trying to go in shorter strokes. Okay. I'm also going to do one more thing because I put a fingerprint up here when I was trying to hold down the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of this placement tape. If you're messy like I am, this will be a game changer. So Sharon, July will be your 3rd month as a Club Couture member? Or will it be your 3rd month as a designer? So since I put that tape down, I have a little bit more room to hold on and hopefully not get another fingerprint smudge like I did at the top. Hey Bonita, how are you doing? Thanks for hopping on. I hope you're doing okay. Are you staying cool? No, Bonita, I think if you just log back into your account, you should be able to join again. Just make sure you go to chalkcouture.com/robinseggluecreations/club, and that'll get you to my Club Couture page. And I think you should be able to sign up from there again. This would be a great month to do it. And Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong. I think if you sign up this month, they've changed it since you were a Club Couture member last, Bonita, where you would pay, like if you signed up in the past, if you would sign up this month, you wouldn't get a transfer until next month. But I think they've changed it to where if you sign up in June, you get June's transfer. Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct. June's was a hummingbird, and actually, I can show you what June's was, what this month's is, Bonita. This month's is this transfer. The hummingbird, it says a beautiful thing is never perfect, and it comes with Couture coral, daffodil, and eucalyptus paste packets. So there you go. So if you like hummingbirds, you might want to sign up this month. If you like fruit, that's all I can say. I don't know if I should give you a sneak peek or not. Then you'll let me double check before you sign up, Bonita, to make sure that that is still correct. But I'm almost positive. I'm like 99.7% sure that that's how it works now. So there's that section. And before I forget, just make sure you hit the thumbs up or the heart button if you're on Facebook. Make sure you share this to your pages or to your profiles, or tag some of your crafty friends in the comments. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications. Yeah, actually, I'm with you. I'd love to have hummingbirds. I just haven't we haven't done it. Plus, we have a dachshund lab mix, if you can believe that. She's like a dachshund and a lab's, well, she's a lab in a dachshund's body, to be honest. She'll point at birds. She finds birds in the sky, so I'm not for sure. I know hummingbirds aren't as easily seen as regular birds are, but Actually, I was asking on the Club Couture, in the past, like if a customer would sign up for the Club Couture this month, in the past they wouldn't get a transfer until the next month. But I believe they've changed that within the last year. And if you sign up now, if a customer signs up in June, they still get June's transfer as long as they sign up before the end of the month or as long as supplies last. Isn't that correct? Because it used to be confusing. If you signed up this month, you wouldn't get billed until the next month, and you wouldn't get that transfer until the next month. Okay. I am totally messy. I've got stuff everywhere. Okay. So now we're going to add the... Ooh, that storm does not want to dry. Oh, thanks, Ashley. So yes, Bonita, if you're still on, if you sign up by the end of the month, and as long as that transfer is still in stock for Club Couture, then you can get the hummingbird. And if you just want to message me, I can get you that link. And then I can show you what I did with the transfer so far and what it comes with. Does that look like? Does that look? I think this one needs to come down. How's that look for everybody? Does that look good? You're welcome, Bonita. The hummingbird, it's very pretty. Everyone was excited about that transfer. Okay. So get my storm back out. So again, I'm just dipping my squeegee in my ink, and you can make this ink permanent by heat setting it with either a home iron, or if you have an Cricut Easy Press or an actual heat press, you can use that as well. I usually like to let my ink dry overnight, just because I don't want to mess it up. And then so tomorrow night I will set it and make it permanent. But like I said at the beginning, you're welcome. You can use paste on these banners. A lot of people prefer the paste because it doesn't bleed through the back. And then you can make a double-sided banner. These are, again, they're also reusable or refillable. So I can buy more canvas blanks. You could even make your own blanks out of fabric and ink on those as well. One little stubborn spot. Okay. And again, I'm going to wipe my hands, make sure there's nothing on the hands. Some of this trash. So I'm just going to peel this up. I'm going to peel slowly so I don't fling ink everywhere. It's a little distressed, but part of the transfer is distressed. I'm just going to put this over here, and I will wash these in water when I'm done. Let's blow dry that. I just made a big old mess. Where this hose is coming from. I think my life is disintegrating. Absolutely, Bonita. I will get that sent to you here pretty after I'm done. We can do that one. That gray ink does not want to dry. Okay, so I'm going to carefully, I got a fuzz right there. Okay, so let's put these, this one's the top. So we'll just put these hanging bars have magnets in them. So you just place the bottom of the banner inside the bars, and it just clips on. And then I'll put this one on. And then let's go ahead. I don't know where the twine went. Your banner would come with twine. So I got two out. I don't know whether to use the regular jute twine or to use this twine that looks kind of like the canvas. I think I'm leaning towards the jute, but you let me know what you think I should use. Give you a few minutes to answer. I'm going to dry this a little bit more. Just, I don't think they dried very well. Actually, this looks for the brown. Bonita says the twine. Okay, so I think we'll feed it through. I'm going to put it over here. I know you probably can't see it, but I'm trying not to get jute all over my wet ink. And Sharon says brown, so it's unanimous. We'll go with this color. So I'm just stringing the jute through. Doing it kind of wacko, but okay. Right here. Oops. And then I'm just gonna, what I did is I took two pieces and I put both of them through, one of them through each hole. And then I'm just gonna, and I'm trying not to get it over my canvas because there's still wet ink. And I'm just tying a knot in the top. And then I can always untie this and adjust the knot if it's not the right length. then we'll put this one in here. You kind of have to smash the twine down as you put the magnet on. And there you go. Let's see, you can do it this way. So there's the banner, and I'll probably add some sort of ribbon right here. I'd like to find even a little wooden spoon that I could chalk on. I might even put a tag on it. And here it is laying down. Excuse me while I get my transfer. The rest of the transfer, it has this little yum, so even a tag hanging off the corner that says yum on it would be really cute. So there's lots of opportunity. And so the nice thing is 4th of July is coming up. I can grab another banner refill and a patriotic transfer, and I can chalk or ink a 4th of July design and take this one out and replace it with that one. And then when the summer's over, I can put a fall banner in. So yeah. And like I said before, you can dye these a different color. So if you wanted to do a patriotic banner, but you didn't want the natural canvas, you could dye it navy or even red, black, whatever color you wanted. So these are very, very versatile. If you're not into the bulletin boards or the wood signs, I think these are great. So does anyone have any questions? I still have my wipe totally disintegrated and left fuzzies everywhere. So I'm going to leave it lay for the evening and let it dry overnight. But then if I want to heat set it, again, I can use a home iron. You will have to put the home iron on. They say 4 minutes, but I think that's a bit much. I think you'll burn it. But set your iron to whatever material this is. Maybe 30 seconds to a minute per section. If you're using an easy press or a heat press, definitely, I try 305 for the temp and then 30 seconds. I do put a piece of parchment paper over my design, and then I put my easy press down on it. So I hope to go live again tomorrow, and I can come on at the beginning and I can show you how to heat press this, or to heat set it with an easy press, if you would like to do that. If that is, I think that's everything. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. Again, thanks for tuning in. And we will see you again tomorrow. Good night.